Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is TC and this is my first ever YouTube video. So thank you so much for clicking on and joining me here. It's so appreciated. This is way out my comfort zone, but I thought, you know what, let me give it a go. I've been like totally obsessed with cash stuffing videos, budget with me videos, debt-free journey videos. Like seriously, I've just been hooked, and I'm terrible with money. And I thought here, YouTube would be a great place for me to hold myself accountable and try and get a handle on my finances, because they're really terrible at the moment. I have no idea what goes out, what comes in. Well, I didn't no idea what comes in and what goes out until I created my first budget, which I've got here, which I will show you properly. Like I'll go through it properly with you in my next video. So I had no idea what comes in, what goes out, what debt I was paying. I didn't have a clue. And I was always left, well, I am left, feeling like stressed and anxious, like I can't cover the costs for me and my kids. So I thought, let me try this cash envelope method. I've seen so many lovely YouTubers here that has given me so much motivation and inspiration to start this journey and finally at 35 get a handle on my own money and just try and provide better for my children, better for myself. It's amazing the progress that I've seen people make on here with this system, this method, and I want to give it a go and see if it works for me. And also, actually, I want to be like a better financial role model for my children, because at the moment, if it carries on like this, they're going to think that it's okay to have debt. They're going to think it's okay to have credit cards. They think it's going to okay to have loans. They're going to think it's okay to be in overdraft, live in overdraft, and have like little to no savings, which is all me at the moment. And I just want to break the cycle and just be a better role model for them, so they don't have to live how I live when they grow and have their own families, because it's really not nice for you to live. So yeah, a bit of background information about me. I'm a mum. I have 3 kids. I have a son that's 15. I have a daughter that's 10. She'll be 11 in October. And I have another daughter who's 6. She'll be 7 in October as well. So October, hefty month for me. It is my income alone that supports me and my kids. Relatively low income as well. And yeah, so I'm gonna try this method and see how it goes. I'm terrible with technology. God only knows if this will go up, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm actually get my daughter to help me if I'm struggling, because she's really into technology and stuff like that. So most likely, if it's all going pear-shaped, I'm sure she'll help. Yeah, so these are my binders that I've got. This one is my cash envelopes, and this one is my sinking funds. So we'll go to the cash envelopes first. So this is my cash envelope binder. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. And this, the first envelope in here is my personal envelope. Now, I have a really bad time spending money on myself. So each month I'm going to allocate myself some money here and see how it goes. At the moment, I've just got the one envelope, but it will be covering like my clothes, my shoes, my accessories, any self-care. Not that I, do a lot. Beauty, I like to read, and any stationery, I do like stationery. So anything for me that's personal for me will come out of this envelope. Now, if I'm struggling to spend or anything like that, I might separate them into like my self-care, my beauty, my clothes, etc. If I can't manage it like this, because it's my first ever budget, and I'm just trial and error with what works really. So that will be everything to do with me. The monthly allowance I give myself, I'll see how that goes. Shy, my son, this envelope will be to cover his like spending. So he spends a lot, more than I'd like, to be honest. But he does a lot. Like he goes to football, he goes to the gym. He's constantly going out to the cinema and eating out with friends. Like boy's got better social life than me, really. Sad, really, to be honest. But he's been taking like a lot of money from me, and I think I need to rein it in a little bit with like an allowance, because I think he's growing not knowing the value of money. So I want to try and give him a monthly budget, and then I'll show it to you when we go through my budget, and this will be his spending for the month. R and K are my daughters. They tend to do everything together with me, so I'll give them one envelope for the moment. So this is their spending. So if they want anything, or if we go somewhere like a trampoline park or something like that, this will be what I use for them out of their weekly spend. Maybe when my older daughter gets older, I'll probably separate their spending as she does more stuff like with friends and whatnot. But at the moment, they do everything together with me, so one envelope is fine, I think. Well, as I say, it's trial and error. We'll see how that goes. It might not work, but we'll see. Transport. So this is going to be for our transports for the month. I don't drive. It's actually a sad story with driving. I get past my theory first time, but I just go to bits on my practical, and I just keep failing. I fail like 3 times now, so yeah, it's quite sad. And I give up, like through the whole like pandemic thing. I give up. So maybe I might try again, but at the moment, this is going to be like for our transport, what we need for the weeks as we go forward. And then school. Now this is not like uniform or anything like that. This is like school money, like daily money. Like when I go back to school, my son takes about £2 a day, £3 a day. If my daughters take 50p, like just change really that they take every day to school, that I need to account for, because it's about it can be more than £60 a month, from what I know what my son takes from me anyway. So that will be in there, so I know what everyone's getting to go to school with. And then this envelope here, not sure if you can see, it says shop. Now that's not our grocery shop, sadly. This envelope is really an envelope that I'm going to use for me and my children for our corner shop. Now it's sad, it's a sad, horrible confession, but me and my kids, we have terrible sweet tooths. We go to the corner shop. I can easily spend £5 a day on just chocolate, sweets, pop, just anything really random stuff that don't benefit us, but we do it, and it is a lot more than what I would like to spend. So I'm giving myself a monthly allowance for it, but I didn't buy, if you notice, I didn't buy like a proper sticker for it, because eventually I would like to not do this anymore, and maybe this could turn it into like a better envelope. Maybe I don't know, challenges or something like that. But at the moment it's shop, and realistically, when this changes, like my waistline will appreciate it, I'm sure. So this is just for receipts, so I'm going to put the receipts in there. Now I don't have an envelope for groceries, food and toiletries at the moment because I do everything online at the moment. So I don't really need to take out cash. So I'm going to be using, for certain categories of my budget, I'm going to be using they'll be online, but I'm going to use like a tracker system, and I'm going to see how that goes. If it doesn't go well, then I'll refer to cash in envelopes, but for now I'm going to see how it goes, because I've never really been mindful, so I don't know if once I'm mindful of it, if I can stick to this, because right now it's never this, it's always a lot more. So I'm allocating about £400 for the month of September, which is possibly about £100 a week, and I'm going to track and see how I go with that. So that will be groceries, how I'm going to track that, and then household and toiletries, I'm going to track it here as well, and then eating out, because eating out we tend to be takeaways that we get at the moment, so it's usually something on Just Eats or Uber. So again, we're going to track it because it's usually online, but hopefully it won't be more than this. It can be more than this. Like all of these categories are a lot more than this. This is how I've got in such a terrible mess, because I spend way more than I bring in, and that's helped to my overdraft at the moment, but I feel like I need it because there's just me, and I feel like I need to have like a safety net or an emergency if something happens, for me and my children. That's what's going on there. So this is my sinking fund binder. It hasn't got all the envelopes I want in it just as of yet, but it's got the emergency fund, which is like classic. It's not staying down. Oh, come on. So yeah, so it's got the classic emergency fund that every YouTuber that I've seen, talk about. It's good to have an emergency fund. But with this, this is a funny one because I have like a digital savings going on, and it's in my credit union account, and like as I've said before, I'm in debt. But with credit union, you have to save whilst you pay off your loan. So I pay about well, I do know it's in my budget actually, but it's just not, it doesn't, I haven't got it out. But I pay about £144 a month to my loan, but I give credit union 200. So they take what's left, like about £52, I think that's left, and they've been saving it for me. And because it's not attached to my bank account, it's just been accumulating, and it's actually nearly £1,000. I'll get the exact numbers soon, when I log in there. But yeah, it's got nearly £1,000. I think it's 9 something. And it's just been accumulating because I've obviously had to pay off my loan, and whilst I'm paying off my loan, I'm saving. So that's what's going on. So when that reaches 1,000, I will make that my initial emergency fund, but I want to stuff this one in cash, because when I stuff this one in cash and it reaches 1,000, the other one, or my digital one, it would still be accumulating money. So I'm going to make that then my 3 months expenses. So, if catastrophe was to happen and I'm out of a job, I would have like at least 2 to 3 months of our expenses covered whilst I find another job. So this is going to be emergency fund A, and that's going to be emergency fund B. And then when this gets filled, emergency fund B will then become 3 months expenses, if that makes sense. So then this is my house fund. So this is for any like thing that we need in our house, so like new beds, new furniture, anything like that. That's for that. Sorry, my kids are home. If you can hear them, really apologize for that. So this is for like any furniture that we need or any appliances that I need to replace. This is obviously a Christmas envelope, birthday envelope, family time envelope, and the school holidays envelope. Now, we haven't really been on holiday, like out abroad or anywhere, this summer, and I just was struggling to find money to do with them things like locally. So, and I do it every year, to be honest, or every 6 to 8 weeks when the kids are off school, like the half terms. I struggle to find like money to do things with them, or if I do go, or I'll go into debt to do things with them, like I'll pull out the credit card or I'll go into overdraft just to do things with them in the summer holidays. So if I could save up and have a little bit of money for when these times roll around, like half terms, like that'll be really helpful for me. And then school stuff, that is back to school uniform, shoes, anything school related. Also, like any fundraisers, like just before they broke up, my daughter's school had they had like a colour run, and like I had to find like £20. And as I said, because I've got such a scarcity mindset, like I always feel like, oh, you know, £20, that's a lot of money to do something like spray paint on you. But you know, the kids enjoyed it, so if I just put money in there as well to cover any like fundraisers or mufti days or anything that the school's holding, book fairs even, like book fairs are so expensive. I don't know what you think, but just things like that. Clothes and shoes. Now these are my kids' clothes and shoes. Mine is going to be in my personal for the time being and see how that goes. And then hair. This is to cover our hair stuff. So my son gets haircuts about every 3 weeks, and my daughters, they have really thick curly hair. So I buy like coconut oil and different kind of products to put in their hair to make it more manageable. And eventually they want braids and whatnot, which I can't do, so I'll be saving up for things like that. And then there is other sinking funds that I want to add here, like my kids' savings, but I haven't got the envelopes yet. So when they come, I'm going to add them in there. So that's sorry. So that's my cash envelopes and my sinking funds for the time being.